Well, hello, folks out there in YouTube land. Got a big show lined up for you. Let's get right on into it. All right, folks. Yeah, we were lied to. This is not going to come as a shock to you because we knew we were being lied to when they said it. And we're going to talk all about that. And also, and this is actually another lie that was told to us. This is totally separate of this first subject. Matt Rhule came out and told us the truth about that situation with Nebraska. So we've got two lies. We've got the first one, which is the TV execs and a bunch of crap they told us when they made some rules changes. And of course, the Matt Rhule. But anyway, let's get into all the lying LIARTONs. All right, this is on CBS Sports by Dennis Dodd. It says, despite running fewer plays, college football games are actually getting longer. So who's to blame? Oh, what a shock. I covered the crap out of this. I did so many shows on it because I knew it was a bunch of nonsense. They changed the rules to increase the pace of the game so the game would be done in shorter period of time so it wouldn't overlap other games, which is what we were told. I knew and you knew exactly what they were doing. They were going to shorten the game by not stopping the clock after first downs, not stopping the clock when the ball goes out of bounds. As soon as it goes out of bounds, the ref's over there doing this immediately because you got to hurry up and have fewer plays. And what were they doing it for? They wanted more commercials. What a shock. I can't believe it. And here's the thing. I wish the TV execs and all the big brass, why don't you just come out and tell us the truth? Just say it. Tell the truth and say it.
How come? Tell me why? Say it! Say it!
Yeah, just say, look, we want more commercials, and I can live with that as long as you explain, hey, we're going to do more commercials, then we can pay your teams more money, and we can give them more TV rights money. Rather than BSing us and talking about, oh, well, no, we're trying to shorten the game. Look at these numbers. Yeah, the average game was 3 hours and 27 minutes. That's the second longest game length since they started recording all of this back in 2008. So we had the second longest game length in what, 18 years? And yet we got less plays and we got a shorter game. We got less to watch. And oh, as an extra bonus, we had lower scoring. So we had less exciting play, we had less exciting big plays, and the offense only scored 27.8 points per game, which is the lowest it's been since 2011. And you know how much the game has changed. It's much more upbeat. There's a lot more passing. The defense can't hammer the offensive players as much. They really can't hardly touch them. And so, you know, we've been seeing a ton of scoring. Well, now it's pulled way back to 27.8. And that makes sense because you got less plays. And here's the thing. Because we had less plays, it was somewhere between 5 or 6 less plays per game, which is basically a drive. We got one less drive. When you add that up over a season for, like, say, let's take the South Carolina Gamecocks. They had a good season. They played 12 regular season games and then one bowl game. That's 13 games. We'll multiply 5 point whatever times 13, and you're talking about maybe 70 plays. Now take 70 plays, which is about half a game, and multiply half a game times 110 teams that are out there. All right, so we lost 55 ball games. That's pretty much how much football we lost that we got to watch. We lost 55 ball games in a season when you go across everybody that's out there that plays football at the Division I level. And then when we do the 12-team playoff, we picked up 8 games. And everybody's concerned, oh, we're playing too many games. We're playing too many games. Oh, this isn't good for the athletes, even though the athletes are now professional athletes. You know, they play, 17 regular season games in the NFL plus the playoffs. And we're playing 12 plus a bowl game, and then there's a few small number of teams that'll play more than 13 games. So last time I checked, 8 games, which is what we picked up, and we lost 55. I'm pretty sure 55 is more than 8.
No wonder your ma wanted you to stay out here. Having an education like that at your age.
So those rules changes creaked us out of 47 ball games. But yet we were told it was because they were going to shorten the ball games. It's less stress on the players, and we won't have the overlap where we have to miss plays of the next game that's coming up.
You sit on a throne of lies.
And now we've got the second longest it's ever been. It's just tell the truth. That's what just bugs the crap out of me. Everybody acts like college fans are idiots. Just tell them the truth. Say, look, we're going to change these rules. That way we can get more commercials in. We want to give you less football and more commercials. That way we'll be able to pay more in TV rights. We'll make more profit as a TV company or a cable company. and we'll pay your team part of that. So your universities will have the more money that they're going to need for. They could have said, hey, we've got this House versus NCAA coming up. You'll need that. You'll need that money. But no, they got to BS us and say, oh, it's all about player safety or anything. It's not. That's not what it's about. It's about commercials. So anyway, I wanted to bring that to you because we knew we were being lied to. It's just now we've got confirmation. The games are going longer than they ever have, even though we're getting less plays. We've lost an entire drive out of a game, and that's every single game, every single weekend. So now let's get into the second lie in this video, and that is one Matt Rhule. He finally came out and told the truth and said, why they canceled the game, which, you know what? I wouldn't even mind as a Tennessee fan them canceling the game and just saying, look, y'all are better than us. We don't want to play you. You're probably going to whoop us. We're going to put Bowling Green and Miami of Ohio instead. That way we've got 2 guaranteed wins instead of 1 or probably 2 losses. And we know the college football playoff doesn't care about strength of schedule. They made that clear last year. So we're just canceling our games with you. Here's the problem. He's canceling it 1 year out, which totally screws over Tennessee because they're going to have a difficult time finding a quality opponent that will do a home-home. We're probably going to lose a home game over this, which sucks for the city of Knoxville because that generates a lot of money for them, and it's a lot of fun for our fans. We're probably going to have to go to a neutral spot to be able to play a Division Power 4 team, and it's probably 2 different teams we'll have. Look, it put us in a bad lurch, and Matt did it for obvious reasons. And this whole crap, oh, they're doing work on the stadium was a bunch of nonsense. That was BS. He didn't want to play Tennessee. Just admit it. Well, he finally has pretty much admitted it. And this was put on X by the Triple Option, which is a pretty cool channel on YouTube. And I believe Urban Meyer has this channel because I see him on it all the time. So I'm thinking he's like the host.
Worried about the non-conference schedules. Are you concerned about those, the Nebraska versus Arkansas, Nebraska versus Oklahoma, where it's great for fans, but is it great for Matt Rhule and the Huskers?
Why would you ever play one of those games? We're being completely honest. Coach Meyer, I'm at a lucky point in my life where at my 4th job and after getting fired in the NFL, I kind of say what I feel nowadays. I could care less. Why in the world would a Big Ten team who's already playing 9 conference games, why would you ever play one of those games? You look at a lot of teams there's, and I love it's not anti-SEC, but there's some SEC teams that last year only played 3 away games in another team's stadium. 3. We're in a league where some years you have 5 home Big Ten games. Some year you have 5 road. You have to go on the road 5 times in the Big Ten. Yeah. They proved to us this year when they did all the seeding and all that stuff that early season wins didn't mean a thing. That really it was at the end of the day what you looked like in the last month of the season. That's what it all proved to us.
I agree.
If you look at it, and when I say what it looks like, it's really how good your offense is. I don't know why. I don't know why what the incentive is, unless at some point the Big Ten SEC get together and they say, hey, we're doing this or we're doing that. But when I joined the Big Ten, the thought of playing Oregon would have been like, wow, that'd be a great non-conference game. Well, now they're in the league. USC's coming here next year, going to UCLA. We've already added in those big games, and so I don't see much cause for it. I think Ryan's a great guy to go to play Texas again to start the year off. But I don't know what the point is in terms of if you're a Big Ten team getting to the playoff.
Yeah, so there you go. He's being honest about it. It had nothing to do with the stadium or any of that nonsense. It was, hey, there's no reason for us to play a team that's a playoff team in Tennessee. That's a no-win situation for us. He is 100% right about one thing. The College Football Playoff Committee took strength of schedule into consideration exactly 0. None. They could care less about any of that. The only thing mattered was wins and losses and, again, what you look like the last month. That's it. So I do agree with him on that, and at least he's coming out and saying it. Say, we have no business playing anybody outside the Big Ten that can whoop us. We don't want any part of that, so we canceled it. He didn't come out and say that's why we canceled Tennessee. And Urban Meyer was nice enough not to mention the Tennessee name when he talked about the SEC, but that was kind of what he was doing. Anyway, there you go. So we cleared up a couple things. Number one, we're getting less football. The games are longer than they've ever been, and we were BS'd completely by them. And you know what we're going to do about it? Absolutely nothing. We're going to watch every single ball game we want to watch. And I'm going to not watch Tennessee versus Florida at the Swamp. I'm not going to watch Ohio State versus Michigan, which is the most anticipated game of the year next year because the blood between those two is so bad, you can't even measure it on the Richter scale. I'm not going to watch Auburn against Alabama, the Iron Bowl. We're going to watch it. We're going to bitch and complain, and we're not going to do a damn thing about it.
So what I'm gonna do is piss and moan like an impotent jerk and then bend over and take it up the tailpipe!
You've been here before, haven't you?
Exactly. We've been there before. Anyway, if you like this content, be sure to hit that like button. Lets me know to continue to cover all these big college sports stories. If you've not subscribed, boom, boom, boom. That button right there will get you a subscription for free. And right over here is the most recent video YouTube thinks you'll enjoy based on your viewing history. And we'll see you next time on Sports Talk Jay.
I want you to know it's over.
Well, bye.